What's up, guys? And on this episode, we're going to explore a bit of Batalia. This is basically the start of the second arc. This game is kind of divided into like three arcs, and unfortunately, Ratchet and Clank do not get along in this arc. That is one of the criticisms that a lot of people have, and I understand some of it, but I don't think it's as bad as people make it out to be. I don't know. Even with all that, I still think these two have the most personality in this first game, as opposed to any other Ratchet game. Alright, so two paths to take. Both of them lead to a planet. But let's explore this area first. Alright, grind rail section. Funny enough, there's no grind rail sections in the third game. I don't know how, as a kid, it's something I never picked up until I saw a retrospective and they mentioned it. Grind rail sections are pretty cool. Pretty short too, so I think you get a skill point for not getting hit on this one. I forgot already. I really don't do the skill points. It's just, I mean, honestly, what is the reason of doing them? Like, the incentive is just not worth it. Alright, let's see. At least in this game, the first one, there's some like really cool stuff you can unlock. Once you beat the game, there's like a lot of like cheats and specials and extras and stuff, but unless I'm playing the game on like PlayStation 3 and going for trophies and stuff, which nowadays I really don't care for all that much. I used to really like trophies when I was younger. I played on Final Fantasy X 3 times, which is ridiculous. I played on this game like 3 times too. Even with that god-awful 1 million bolts trophy.
Halt! Who are you? What are you doing?
We are on a mission to save the galaxy.
Speak for yourself and put your hands down. You look ridiculous.
Actually, I don't care who you are. I've got to get the heck out of here. I joined the army to get money to go to college. I never knew I'd end up in a war. Go figure.
This is a noble cause, sir.
Noble my hiney. I just want to get home to my family. Here, I pulled this off a busted robot. Give me some bolts for bus fare and it's yours. Thanks a bunch. Good luck saving the galaxy or whatever.
Greetings, Supreme Executive Chairman Drek. As you can see, we're about to test our newest automated pilot's helmet. This helmet allows pilots to control our latest high-tech fighters using only their thoughts. Please enjoy the demonstration. We still have a few minor adjustments to make.
Whoa! If they ever get the kinks worked out of that thing, I have got to get me one of those.
If they are working for Chairman Drek, they may know where he is.
Is that all you can think about? Drek this and Drek that? I got my own problems.
If you cannot see the importance of this situation, you do have problems.
Yeah? Well, if you're so smart, how come you fell for Quark's stupid trick? Ah, forget it. We both need to get to this planet, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, at times it can definitely feel forced. But yeah, I don't know. When it comes to like Ratchet and Clank, it does make sense sort of in a way why Ratchet reacts that way and stuff. I think we kind of forget that these two don't know each other. They just met on this game. And he almost got himself killed, but that's the thing, he didn't do it on purpose. Hey, I hate these guys so much. And we won the Blackwater race, so if you go back to Rilgar, to that Skids agent, he'll give you that sand mice, whatever the hell that thing is called. I like never use it, so I don't remember what it's called, to be honest. There's a skill point on this planet where you take out like tank-like enemies using that sand mice, but that's really the only time you're really required to use that. And it's for a skill, so it's not that important. Alright. Look at that gold bolt. Alright, I mentioned that these puzzles are a bit easy, but they do get a bit tricky. But the ones in the PS4, my god, those were, I feel like those were a lot harder. Alright, this one has 3 locks, 2 on the outer ring and 1 in the inner ring. There's 4 connectors, but we have 5 lasers. We have 6 lasers, damn. We have a lot of extra lasers. Okay, so I might not need that middle one. If I put both those locks right there, I should be able to get all the other ones. This one has to go. Can't have you there. Can't have you there either. I can't have you there right there. That should work. Only one of the 2 lasers is hitting. What the hell? Stay there. Wrong button. No, that's not gonna work. I might need this to hit one of those. Okay, you can hit that one while the 2 locks are out of the way. There we go. Yeah, if you just break it down, take it slow, not too bad. And yeah, it's completely optional. This is for bolts. But if you don't have 2,000 bolts, you literally get 2,000 right here. Close enough to it. Actually, probably more than 2,000. What the hell am I doing? They loaded some of these with TNT. I got a little too close. How did I miss that? Alright, down here we go. Out of my way. Beach has completely taken over. I just continue to read and read and read. It won't take long until I finish that series. Yeah, I'm absolutely captivated. Where do you think you're going? And I knew that was going to happen. I can only imagine how it's going to be when I get to One Piece. One Piece I've actually seen like the first 150 episodes, so I know what to expect for the first 2 arcs. Whatever that, I think it was like 2 arcs, but basically after Alabasta. I know once I start reading that, it's going to get very addicting. Now, I have the first box set of Bleach, but I've been reading like half the books and I'm half online. The Shonen Jump app is actually not that bad. I didn't think I was going to really like reading manga on my phone, but I did not mind it at all. In fact, I don't know what it is. I think it's maybe because the resolution of my phone, it's a bit smaller than reading on the books, but the quality felt really good. It also helped that when I switched to the phone, it became there's a very interesting point in the Bleach story. All right. Alright, it kind of dropped frames right there, so I didn't time that right. Kind of came in and messed with my timing. Alright, these guys, really easy to dodge. They shoot in a straight line. Out of my way. Alright, plenty of blaster ammo. Alright, so that's 2 down. There's still 2 more tanks over there. You want to get that skill point. Let's say, where you guys at? Like 3 of you guys here. They just don't want to show up. Another one, and there's the other one. You didn't even try to fight. You just immediately try to run into another spot. Alright, extending the bridge. Alright, there's 2 bridges to extend, but honestly, you don't need to extend the other one. Honestly, you can time some long jumps to make it over there, or you can simply just do this. That's gonna take you back to your ship.
Blasted thing, it won't budge. I've tried everything I know short of nuclear weaponry. No, never mind.
Well, you tried. See ya.
Not so fast, soldier. You're going into that compound even if I have to throw you. Aha! That ventilation shaft leads to the turret platform. Soldier, find a way to use that shaft to infiltrate the compound undetected. You've shown bravery by making it this far, soldier. And for that, I reward you. I intercepted this communique that you might find useful. Take it. I'm off to find my battalion. Good luck.
Hello once again, fellow blog. I hope this message finds you well. As many of you know, our home planet is no longer habitable. We've abandoned our factories, our laboratories, and our happy lives because of the encroaching pollution, leaving much behind. Fortunately, the nearby planets will supply us with all we need to create our new home, which is nearing completion. Once our scientists locate the ideal orbit, our new world will be perfect. So reserve your space now. Prime locations are filling up fast. Good day.
Now do you understand why we must stop him? He won't rest until he has destroyed every planet in the galaxy.
Yeah? Well, I got bigger fish to fry.
Bigger than the galaxy?
Well, different fish anyway. Look, didn't that commando guy say we could get into that compound?
Yes, by using the ventilation shaft. But we will need something special to walk on that.
Fine, let's get going then. We'll come back later.
You will need a pair of...
Yeah, Magna Boots. We can get that on Planet Orxon, but that won't be for a few parts. Now, it's actually possible to... You're supposed to use the Magna Boots. We traverse through that, and then get to this area. But it's actually possible. It's actually difficult. Well, I don't think it's that difficult, but... Yeah, it's not really that difficult at all. Well, I made that look easier than it actually was. If you don't time that right, you'll just fall down. I'm gonna do this so that... I'm gonna do this now instead of later, because it's gonna make it so I don't have to backtrack as much. Also, I really don't like Magna Boost sections in this game. They like slow down drastically. They're kind of a slog, in honesty. What am I doing? Take you out. Keep spawning them more of them. Pick that up. There we go. Ooh, very good timing. Look at that. Perfect timing too. I didn't get hit. Alright, that's the 4th one. That'll give you the skill point needed. But I don't give a fuck about that. Those aren't all that fun anyway. Well, half of the ones in this game are you just shooting stuff down from the sky. Real fun and meat and potatoes in this game is the platforming, the exploration, the level design, music, quirky characters, the funny early 2000s humor. Alright, you can get up there and stuff, but I really don't care to do that right now. Alright, moving onward. And honestly, this gadget is not really all that useful. It's completely optional, you don't have to do this. This is if you want more bolts, but the bolt trick I showed you is much more effective than this.
Hey, I know you two.
Look, the plumber's back.
Very funny.
What are you doing here, sir?
Maintenance. What else? I helped fix this planet's useless air defenses.
Well, I think you'd better hurry up.
The turret works fine, you little yahoo. It's the locals. They haven't got the skilled manpower to use it.
I'm a pretty good shot.
You? No, I could lose my job.
Oh, come on. What's the sense of keeping up a turret if nobody's gonna use it? Besides, the blog chased you off the last planet. Why don't we pay him back?
Well, all right, go on if you want. Just don't break anything.
Alright, before we do that, all these boxes waiting to be broken. Alright. There's gonna be those red rockets that you're gonna have to shoot. Why are you still... There we go. You can also see them in the radar as those little white flashing dots. This feels really stiff. Look. The controls on this turret. I see. Where do you think you're going? There's a skill point for shooting one of those ships down, I think, which is actually kind of a tricky one. You might get it by accident or by luck. Damn. See, I hate the missiles like that. Why are you going out of my way? I was a little too close. Oh, these controls, they're so stiff. Damn, that does a lot of damage. You can only afford to get hit 4 times. But... oh, shit. Oh, I still got it. Nice. Oh, shit, I got hit again. Oh, what? I actually managed to hit it from that close. Where's the last one at?
Well, well, well.
Before I died.
Looks like he's good for something after all. Here, take this.
What is it?
It detects underground bolts. My grandfather designed it to suck up loose change on any planet in the galaxy. What a cheap old man he was. Well, see you around sometime.
Since you now own the metal detector, a bolt icon will show up on screen whenever you are near a buried stash of bolts. When equipped, the metal detector will give you signals to indicate your proximity to the buried bolts. The detector plate will always indicate the direction to the bolts. Hold down the circle button to activate the device. As you move closer to the bolts, the rings will become redder and the beeping will become faster. Continue holding down the circle button, and once you are directly over the bolts, the metal detector will suck them out of the ground.
He wasn't really lying. The creator of this was actually pretty damn cheap, but it can be useful. Like every now and then you'll see that that little icon on the bottom right that's gonna tell you to pick up some bolts, or that there's bolts in the nearby area. But look how slow this is. It's also really annoying. I've been known to fall off and die trying to do this. You see, it gets red. It's like a game of hot and cold, but I'll put it out every now and then. I don't know. It's not that useful. Just wanted to show it though, so even though this won't be a full 100% playthrough, I'll at least show some things. All the skill points I'm just definitely not gonna do. But yeah, it's pretty much gonna wrap this up. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. On the next episode, we're gonna explore Blarg Depot, and then we'll save this for later. Might as well go here first so I can get the pilot's helmet. And then I'll be ready for the level after Orkson because I already have this. Doesn't really matter what level. Well, if you do this, it's going to give you the next planet, but you want to do this before you do the other planet. Yeah, next episode, Gaspar. Catch you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching.